When family and politics collide, U.S. presidents and their inner circles. When U.S. presidents brought family into politics, what happened? In U.S. history, some presidents have placed their family members in key political roles. Was it about trust or too much influence? In American politics, power is meant to be held in trust. But what happens when that power stays within a family? This is the story of real U.S. presidents who brought their loved ones into the halls of power and the consequences that followed. 1960s, John F. Kennedy, blood in the cabinet. In 1960, John F. Kennedy was elected the 35th President of the United States. Charismatic, young, revolutionary. But behind his polished speeches stood someone very close, his brother, Robert F. Kennedy. Shortly after taking office, JFK made a controversial decision. He appointed Robert as Attorney General. The nepotism debate begins. Critics cried, "Nepotism. The Attorney General wasn't just a symbolic role, it carried immense legal and political power." Supporters claimed JFK trusted his brother more than anyone else, but others feared a dangerous precedent, mixing family loyalty with federal law. Despite the backlash, Robert proved capable, spearheading the civil rights movement and fighting organized crime. Tragedy strikes, the end of Camelot. After JFK's assassination in 1963, Robert's role became even more prominent. He later ran for president himself, but was tragically assassinated in 1968. The Kennedy era left a legacy of hope, sorrow, and a reminder of how deeply personal American power can become. Donald Trump, the business of government. In 2016, Donald J. Trump became the 45th president, the first without prior political or military experience. A businessman, a TV personality, a disruptor. Soon after entering the White House, Trump appointed his daughter, Ivanka Trump, and her husband, Jared Kushner, as senior advisors. Press conferences, controversies, family in the West Wing. Though unpaid, their roles were powerful. Jared handled Middle East diplomacy, prison reform, and COVID response. Ivanka took on workforce development and women's initiatives. Once again, critics sounded the alarm. No confirmed Senate process, no elected mandate, just family ties. Achievements and failures, a mixed legacy. To some, Jared's negotiation of the Abraham Accords was a diplomatic breakthrough. To others, the administration's handling of the pandemic and ethics questions raised red flags. The Trump years reignited an old debate. Should family members hold power in a democracy? Legal reforms and public opinion, where the law stands. Surprisingly, no U.S. law outright bans family members from serving in advisory roles, though the 1967 federal anti-nepotism law limits cabinet-level appointments. Still, presidents have found legal workarounds. But in a democracy, the issue often isn't just about legality, it's about public trust, family, power, accountability. From the Kennedy brothers to the Trump family, America has seen what happens when the personal becomes political. Sometimes it leads to progress, other times, controversy. But always, it reshapes how we view leadership. Because in the end, democracy belongs not to bloodlines, but to the people. History repeats itself, but will we learn from it? Like, share, and subscribe for more real stories of power, politics, and the people behind the presidency.